Hello everybody. In the car as my son is out on a pond rink doing laps. He's in his spiral of genius. He loves to skate. And the reason he loves skating is because it taps into a few things. 1, talent. 2, love. This brings me to really important things when it comes to our development and development of our children and how as parents we help our kids to develop. So there's a big difference between self-esteem and self-regard, which is an emotional intelligence skill. Self-esteem is when we tell people and try to boost their confidence by telling them that they are perfect just the way that they are. And this runs a very risky sense of confidence because when told enough that you're perfect just the way you are, then when you're not capable of actually accomplishing things in life or achieving things in life, then you blame the outside world, because a false sense of self-esteem or a false sense of confidence from self-esteem is like, look, you're fine just the way you are, limits our capacity to be able to look at what are my real strengths and what are my real weaknesses. So self-regard as an emotional intelligence skill is about developing self-esteem and self-confidence from the space of achievement and accomplishment. Now, it is not about attaching our worth to those achievements and accomplishment. It's about attaching esteem and confidence to the fact that we have earned that esteem and confidence. I've earned the esteem and confidence in my strengths because I've used them to achieve these things, which means then those strengths are real. I've also noticed these weaknesses of mine show up that have led to the non-achievement of a few goals that I've worked at. Now, does that mean I love myself less? No, it doesn't. I do not love myself less, and my esteem, my self-esteem, and my self-confidence doesn't drop just because I have weaknesses and can't achieve things. What ends up happening is then I learn, oh, those are my weaknesses. So when I want to embark in achieving this particular goal, I'm going to need to ask for help, or I'm going to need to close gaps in my skill set so that I can achieve that goal. When we think about parenting our children, the skill that serves them the greatest is the self-regard skill. The identification of their talents and their weaknesses, their strengths and their weaknesses that contribute to their capacity to achieve. We use this exact same thing in the workplace. We usually assign projects to people based on what are you good at doing? And then sometimes we only give them projects based on what they're good at doing. And there's a risk there because then they never fail. And failure is an awesome environment for learning. So if I don't ever put myself in a position where my weaknesses will show up, then I don't stretch as an individual. I only stay in a particular zone of comfort. I'm not talking about needing to stretch all the time. Remember, I'm not saying words like always or never or all the way to the right or all the way to the left. It's about finding those balanced places where we have equal opportunity to lean into our strengths and achieve, and equal opportunity to recognize where we have weaknesses and capacity for growth. And this is where we achieve then a very healthy level of self-esteem, of self-confidence in skills that we can all learn.